stedet for at møde bolden her foran den. Og det er flot! Det der kan man simpelthen ikke lave smukkere end Zuma.
Så højt niveau er det sjældent at se i Danmark.
I'm happy to be here. I miss the pitch, miss the fans. It's a great honor to be back.
What kind of feelings does it do for you being here?
It brings a lot of memories, you know. I can still see some of my goals here.
And what's it like being here down on the grass?
Man, I can't explain it, man. I miss this field. It's amazing, you know, standing here now. I'm super happy to be here.
How do you get this?
Zuma, how do you feel about the reception?
Well, always amazing. I mean, that's why I love FCK fans, you know. They always get something special, you know. I'm so happy, you know. It's an honor to be here. And I love those guys, man. Love those guys. I love FCK fans to death. So I'm amazingly happy, man. One of my best days in my life. Man. The fact that they still remember me and after all those years, it's just an amazing thing, you know. It shows how important, you know, they take care of their people. So that's loyalty, and yeah, I love it.
And what do you think about the club remembering you in this way?
It's incredible, man. Great honor, and they'll always be on my heart, you know. I'm honored and so happy, man. Not gonna be able to sleep today.
And we're back again, Mzansi. This is episode 2 of On the Couch, powered by Supabets, the platform offering you more ways to play. I'm your host, Umjaka. Umdlali, here to boost your sports betting experience with some of Mzansi's legends of the game. Super crew, throw your emotions aside and chase the dragon. Don't bet when you're angry. Take a breather. Responsible gambling, take a breather. Bet without regret. This is a message by Supabets. I'm fair to have brought a good friend of mine, a homie of mine here today from the Bafana class of 2002 that was played in Korea, Japan. That's 20 years ago. His name is none other than Sibusiso Rhee Zuma, to sit here on the couch.
Hola.
Otherwise?
No, I'm good.
Yes,
20
sir.
years ago, we're getting old, man.
Yeah, it's time. Ne?
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday, I'm sure.
Yo, bro. Still remember that World Cup like yesterday, man.
Oh, we're going to get right into it, Rhee. I want to get those emotions out of you, man. First of all, Rhee, what are you up to nowadays, man?
My academy, man.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure we raise these kids well.
Yeah.
And we give them a chance, man.
Yeah. And have you seen a couple of them that have potential to be the next Puma?
Yeah. I have 4 guys who might go to Copenhagen by next year for a trial.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, we're on the right track.
Hey, Zuma the Puma, spoken like a man that's respected in Copenhagen. If you go there and visit, just say Zuma the Puma, and I'm sure you'll get on a bus for free. You won't even need to pay for a taxi ride there. Rhee, something is happening in Qatar. It's the World Cup. It's been full of surprises. I see hardworking teams. I see organized teams getting the results at the moment. The exciting teams, the expected teams to shine are not shining. Who has been a major surprise for you?
I think all the African teams, the guys tried.
Yeah.
They tried very hard, but mostly Morocco.
Yeah.
They look organized and they have a chance to go to the final. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So the whole of Africa is behind them.
And who has disappointed you the most? Besides Denmark, of course, they didn't qualify.
Well, Brazil, man.
Yeah.
Brazil was my favorite because of the amount of talent that is there, and I felt that this is Neymar's last chance.
Yeah.
And yeah, to crash out like that, man, it was crazy. It was,
Man. I think a lot of people felt that they lost Neymar too early.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. He just keeps getting hit. Timing is always wrong, man, with him. But yeah, let's hope he'll get another, maybe last one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
hard
not
to decide
guaranteed.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And any outstanding players for you that you've seen? I mean, anyone you think is exciting enough or has surprised you, and you think they might be player of the tournament or top goal scorer or something like that?
Well, I don't know about the player of the tournament, but I mean, guys like Rashford, Kylian Mbebe, I was expecting him because he's such a quality.
Yeah.
Richardson did very well for Brazil. I mean, huge talent. Guys like Modric.
Yes, sir.
His quality, man.
Put his hand up,
yeah. He showed us, man. It was a huge reminder against Brazil that I'm still a man in the middle of the park.
I can still run things out here. When I mention these names, Rhee, Argentina, Croatia, France, Morocco, are these the teams that you expected to be named in the semi-finals?
Not at all. Not at all. Morocco is a huge surprise. Croatia as well. I know they were in the last World Cup final, but I mean, with the population of 4 million people, you're not expecting them to be on the final again. But they have such a special team, a very talented squad, especially in the middle of the park. Man, they just take over.
And I mean, thoughts on Argentina? I don't think people expected them to do much. It was Ronaldo's World Cup or Neymar's World Cup.
With that first game against Saudi Arabia, I lost hope. I thought they were going to crash out, but I mean, I think this is the last chance for Messi as well. I mean, to bring back a major trophy for Argentina after 28 years. So yeah, this will make him a huge star again in Argentina because he's been getting, a lot of backlash from his people.
Let's get the social media people involved. It's time to stop the excuses for the shock results. Zuma has mentioned some shock results himself. Football is for everyone and definitely for Morocco. Is it Moroccan magic or just simple football? Get involved now on Twitter at Supabets_Mzansi. Hashtag goals, goats, and glory. Now, let's run it back to 20 years ago when Rhee was still playing at that World Cup with South Africa, Japan, Korea. Rhee, what made that team special? Because it still ranks as the most exciting team, the team that came close and convinced everybody that they could make it to the last 16.
I think the fact that 90% of the team was playing in the top leagues in Europe. 90% of the team was used to Champions League football, so that's the main ingredient. So that's what makes us, and there was that friendship, around the guys. Guys like our captain Lucas. He was just spending so much time, especially with the young talent, just making them, comfortable and making sure that they are relaxed. Jay did a good job, putting together the team and a good spirit, around the guys.
Yes, sir. you guys came close to qualifying. You know, everybody believed even because it didn't look like a fluke, you know. Are there days where you think about what could have been at that tournament? You know, that extra pass, that mistake that you
we
made.
all do, man.
Yeah.
Every player that was playing there, we all do, man. The mistakes that were made against Spain, man.
Yeah.
Andre made a few mistakes, and they did cost us, man.
Yeah.
And it's something that we'll think about, you know, our whole lives, because I really wanted to go on the next stage.
Sure.
And the same as the other guys, man.
Yeah.
We worked so hard.
Sure.
And we strongly believe that we could beat Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys really came close. You pushed them all the way. Now, much like the tournament in Qatar, Rhee, in 2002, people were talking about Asia. You know, it's going to Asia, Japan, Korea. You know, it was groundbreaking. It's something unheard of because football was always played in Europe, you know, countries like that. South Africa 2010 was the same conversation. South Africa 2010 was even worse. People doubted that we could even host, with Australia being named as like a backup option. You know, but what were your thoughts when they said you guys are going to Asia to play at a World Cup?
I really didn't care, man. I really didn't care. I was so excited for being, you know, for qualifying,
Sure.
knowing that I'm going to be there. You know, the first game against Paraguay, my hand was shaking, man. I had goosebumps. Not because I was scared, but I couldn't wait to start, man. I was so proud of my country as well, my teammates, because I knew that we worked so hard, you know, in terms of qualifying for that World Cup.
Sure. And then you heard about the World Cup going to Qatar now. You know, what was your opinion, and especially with it affecting the leagues as well?
It does, man, but it's a World Cup, man. We have to share it. You saw the one 2010 here in South Africa. That was amazing.
Sure.
So they need to keep doing that, you know, making sure that a lot of people experience this.
Yeah. And knowing what you know now, and how things have turned out in Qatar, you know, I know people are complaining about beer, not having access to beer, not being able to do that, not being able to do this, the weather and all that. But knowing what you know now and what you've seen of the World Cup, you know, are you happy with how things have turned out?
I'm happy, man. They've worked so hard in making sure that they are prepared for this spectacle. So the beer part and some other problems, man. It's I think it's a culture thing in England that, you know, when you go watch the games, you need to have beers and stuff, but it's not important.
Sure.
The game, man, the game comes first.
Hey, spoken like a true legend. The game comes first. The semi-finals are here. Super Crew, it's time for the Final Four to go to battle in Qatar. I have Rhee Zuma here with me to preview the semi-finals. Hopefully, you can decide how to structure your bets when the semi-finals kick off. Rhee, now it's time to put your head on the block, Grootman. The semi-finals kick off later on. Who do you think will be in the final and why?
Argentina, Croatia.
Sure.
I don't think you can speed up the way Croatia plays. So they have a very intelligent midfield, you know. So I think Argentina is going to have a little bit of a problem. They play like they don't mind going to penalties.
Sure.
You know, they position to them is everything.
Sure.
They defend as a team. And I strongly believe that Brazil was better than Argentina.
Yeah.
So Croatia is really going to give Argentina big problems.
Yeah. And then since you're convinced about Croatia, there's going to be the third place. You know, many people call it consolation, but there's a bronze medal there. Coming third at the World Cup means something. Who do you think will contest that playoff?
For the final, I think it's going to be Croatia, France.
So Morocco,
I think,
Argentina.
I think Argentina
Gets a bronze medal.
Yeah, I think Argentina.
Sure.
Yeah.
At least Morocco's final was the semi-final.
Yeah, I mean, they show us that there were no pushovers, you know, against Spain. They have a quality team. 90% of the team plays in top leagues in Europe, like our team, you know. So yeah, that's the reason they made it that far. But yeah, I think their run, you know, France is gonna be too much for them, you know, with the talent that is there. Mbebe,
Sure.
Dembele, and Olivier Giroud.
Ish.
Just
The
quality
record
all
breaker.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But this is a World Cup. This is football. They have a chance. They still have 90 minutes to prove themselves.
They've proven
Yeah.
that they can do it. I mean, they beat
Yeah.
some top guns to get
Yeah.
to where they are. So
Spain is a
yeah.
is a huge team,
Yeah.
and a quality team. So if they can beat Spain, same thing can happen with France. They just have to continue believing.
Yeah, we've done the semi-finals. We can't let you go without talking about Bafana Bafana. You know, things haven't been the same since 2002. I know you captained the team in 2006 at the AFCON as well, and you have terrible stories to tell about that. Yeah, but what has gone wrong since? What's gone wrong since 2002?
If you look at our numbers, man, with our players in Europe, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So I think we need to start from scratch, you know, from our development structures. Make sure we don't have to have players in the top leagues in Europe in the beginning, but let's have our young talent in the academies in Europe.
Yeah.
You know, let them grow up that side with quality training coaches. You know, we start from there, and then we make sure even with our league.
Yeah.
We start sending the guys in Europe. You need that Champions League experience.
Yeah.
You need that Bundesliga experience in England, Spain. You know, even Turkey.
Yeah.
You know, just quality leagues.
Sure.
And then that will change. You know, our situation.
For sure. And what's the main challenge facing our football? What's blocking that progress of getting guys to those leagues at the moment?
The fact that I think the standard of our game has dropped, so even the scouts, you know, they are not focusing on our players at the moment. It's very difficult to take someone from South Africa now to anywhere in the world. So we need to get back to that by making sure that steady but surely we start with the young ones, taking them to the academies. Yeah.
Kids, are you listening? You have to start now. And do you expect things to change anytime soon?
Yeah, we've got the money, man. We just have to make sure that we have proper academies, you know, we have proper setups, we have FIFA approved soccer pitches, and just to make sure we close the gap, because Europe is opening the gap, man. The gap is huge now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then finally, Rhee, what's next for you? What's next for Rhee?
Just focusing more on my foundation. And my goal, man, is to help these young guys, just give them a chance. I'm hoping that my academy is going to do that for them. And Copenhagen is supporting us.
Oh, man, that's nice. That's
so there's going to be a route where a player gets an opportunity at least. You know,
Copenhagen is still a phone call away for you.
They're still my people.
Yeah, that's it from us on the couch, episode 2. I had Rhee Sibusiso Zuma here. 20 years ago, he was at the World Cup, a groundbreaking World Cup that was played in Asia, Korea, Japan. There's a World Cup happening in Qatar. He's chosen some of his favorites to go to the final, but he also says there's a little bit of surprise element to continue, because he doesn't give up on Morocco, because he feels after beating Portugal, after beating Spain, they still can do it. That's me, Umdlali, Dlala Mdlali, Umhlaba ngowakho.